I remember there being a lot of excitement about the fact that we had the first African American president. I feel like a lot of people weren't really sure about his policies or any of the specifics of the campaign, but the fact that we had the first African American president was so symbolic that that kind of overpowered the excitement after he won.
I don't think I remember my reaction as strongly as I remember my mother's reaction, which was just like such elation going forward, what other type of like progress would be possible.
Yeah, so when Obama accepted the party's nomination, we actually had a viewing party at like the local church. People had, signs. They had like actual like Obama masks. I was in 5th grade and I just remember people crying in this church.
Among people in my school and mostly like my social groups, it was sort of not only like following the election, it seemed like the more likely outcome, but it was the more desirable one, which is unusual because I come from a very conservative place.
And where is that?
I'm from Oklahoma.
Yes, my memories of Obama's inauguration, 2008. So I'm from Oakland, California, and we have this arena, the Oracle Arena, and there was a big event where everybody got a ticket.
One of the key events that I remember was during the inauguration ceremony at the beginning of 2009. We were watching that in my school library, and I actually saw my sister at the front line of this huge crowd of people out in DC.
The atmosphere at the Coliseum, it was a real sense of pride. I could feel like everybody was happy there, and it was like everybody felt like they were a part of history, witnessing history.
And which was absolutely wild. That was actually the last time I saw her.
My parents are from Haiti, so they spoke in Creole a lot to their friends over the phones. That's distinctly the only thing I remember. But I couldn't really understand it, so it was all kind of gibberish to me.
What did I think of President Obama age 12, age 13?
Like, it can just be.
He was really cool. I just remember him throughout his 8 years, inviting kids who were like crying over him leaving like to the White House or like sending them personal letters, just inviting like kid president over to the White House, and just Hillary could potentially live up to that. I saw her like doing the nay and stuff on Ellen, and then they had her like mashed up with Ken Bone in that little fake video. So potentially, I don't know, Obama might need to teach them give them some little pointers or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely a different feeling going into this election compared to going into the 2012 election. This is the first time that I'm allowed to vote, and I'm going to vote, and I don't have a candidate that had the inspirational spirit around him like Obama did. There's no one that I can look at and say this person is going to change things.
The 2012 election. I think a lot of people believed in Obama. He's a very charismatic president. And I think that they knew that he was being severely hindered by partisan, basically party politics in Congress. He was facing a lot of different obstacles, and I think a lot of people just wanted to see where he was going to take this country in the next 4 years. They didn't want it to necessarily end yet.
If election 2016 was a song, what song would it be?
To describe this election in a song, I think I'd have to make one up. I can't.
I would honestly have to say Venus versus Mars by Jay-Z. I mean, it has verses in the title, so that fits, but I don't know. Just I guess you could apply this for every election, but it's about two people having various differences, and at the end of the song, spoiler alert, they kind of fall apart because of that.
In 2008, I remember there were so many songs. There's that R. Kelly song, I Believe. I don't know if you remember that one coming out, but it was it completely encapsulated all of the feeling of that election and Obama getting elected.
I don't remember the name. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world was turning.
Okay, so I feel like it has to be a duet because, you got Hillary and Trump, but I feel like it has to be an aggressive duet. I don't want to say Promiscuous by Nelly Furtado and Timbaland because that's, actually, I feel like that might be pretty accurate.
or maybe just a genre of music that would describe this election is like a really, really intense EDM song.
Wow. Wait, can I think about this or like 2 seconds? Okay, if the election 2016 was a song, I'd say that it's Sorry by Justin Bieber. Because I've been asking myself, is it too late now to say sorry? Many times.